Good morning, my dear class 6 students. Students, here I am, your science teacher, Mrs. Aarti Negi from your school, Vidya Bal Bhavan, with your online classes. Students, how are you all? I hope all of you are fit, fine, active, healthy at your homes. And I also assuming that all of you are enjoying your online classes just like your as usual school classroom classes. And students, here as you know that from our science book we are going ahead with our chapter number 3, that is fiber to fabric. Fiber means tiny little piece of strand and fabric means complete cloth piece that we used to wear. So in this chapter we have already discussed all the topics. So now let's open our books first. Open your books, page number A25. Since from the beginning of this chapter until the end of the chapter, we have completed all the topics thoroughly with the explanation and as well as explanation and examples. Now today students, let's now open page number A34. Here you can see the keywords and roundup exercises are there. Today we will do these keywords and roundups, as you can see here also. So first keyword among them is bobbin. Bobbin is the wooden or plastic reel on which yarn is wound. Means like here you can see this. You might have this at your homes also. You can see this. So here you can see, you can take a yarn. This in this condition it is called yarn. Okay, this is a yarn, and its central piece, as you can see, this is made up of cardboard. Sometimes it is made up of cardboard, hard paper, or sometimes it might be possible that it is made up of plastic or wood. So the wooden or plastic or cardboard material reel, rounded shape, that's why it is reel on which the yarn is wound, it is called bobbin. So the central piece of this is called bobbin. Okay. Second is carding. Beating cotton or flax fiber to shred so as to form fluffy mass. You might have seen various shopkeepers just beating up the bulk of cotton with the plastic or a iron or a wooden rod. So that process is called carding. Next is cotton bales. Cotton bales means a bundle made by compressing the ginned cotton is called cotton bales. Generally it weighs up to from 200 kg. Means after combing, after carding, after the process of ginning, the fiber, the length is compressed to make the bales, and it will be easier to transport these bales from one place to another place. Next one is cotton balls. Very easy. A green structure left when the petals of cotton flower fell is called cotton ball. The cotton seed and cotton fiber mature in it. Means the final product through which we get cotton is the cotton ball that exists on the plant. Next one is cotton silver. Cotton silver, a long, loose strand of cotton made from the combed cotton, that is called the single strand, that is called cotton silver. Next one is cotton wool, the fluffy mass of cotton. Fluffy means very fluffy, very giant mass of cotton obtained by carding, that is called cotton wool. Next one is fabric. a continuous piece of cloth generally used to make dress material. That is called fabric, means a piece of cloth. And when we used to take that piece of cloth to the tailor, he or she used to cut that piece of fabric and stitch the cloth for us. Next one is fiber, a long, narrow and thin tube-like structure which is found in plant or animals or can be made artificially by chemical process. These are called fibers. Means like you can see as I told you that this is a yarn, but this yarn is made up of twisting of too many small fibers. Okay, from fiber yarn is made and from the yarn fabric is made. Next one is the process of ginning. The process of removing cotton seed from the raw cotton is called ginning. That I have shown you that process also in my previous class. Next, lint. The cotton fiber from which cotton seed is removed. So after the process of ginning, when the seeds get separated, the remaining cotton, that is called, at that condition it is called lint. Next one is loom, a machine used for weaving cloth from the yarn, that is called loom. It is actually a machine. Next one is retting, the process of retting. It is a process of loosening the jute fiber from its stalk, or you can say stem, by immerging it in stagnant water for few days. Okay, this complete process, you can say, to take jute fiber from the jute plant's stem by keeping it submerged for some time in the stagnant water. This process is called retting of jute. Next one is spinning, the process of twisting the fibers as to make strong thread, or you can to make them stronger. This is called spinning. Next one is shuttle. Shuttle, you can say, it is a device which moves crosswise through warp as to spread the weft. This is called shuttle. Shuttle is a you can say part of a machine, either hand loom or power loom, that used to move throughout the warp as a weft to make a fabric. Next one is warp. The yarn placed lengthwise are called warp in a loom, and the thread, or you can say yarn, placed on the crosswise, they are called weft. Next is weaving, the process of converting yarn into cloth or fiber on a hand loom or power loom. This process is called weaving. Okay, means the process to make fabric through yarn by power loom or hand loom. Power loom means machine operated by electricity, and hand loom means machines operated through hands. And the last keyword is yarn, a thread made by spinning, or you can say twisting fibers, and the ultimate product we get is called yarn. This is a yarn. Okay, these are your keywords. Now students, let's move to the roundups. Okay, roundup means complete summary of this chapter. By quickly revising these roundup exercises, you can just recapitulate all the topics of this chapter. Okay, so now let's come to the first roundup. The first one is clothes protect us from heat and cold and other adverse climate conditions. Means we used to wear clothes to protect ourselves from outer, or you can say surrounding, adverse conditions. All clothes are made up of some kinds of fibers. Means always it is necessary, it is must that all the fabrics that we used to wear, it's made up of any kind of fibers, either natural or artificial. The natural fibers are the fibers that we get from plants and from animals, and there are some Also there are some fibers that are artificial, or you can say synthetic, that are made by human beings, like nylon, rayon, terylene, polyester, etc. Now the different clothing's materials have different properties. Means like the cotton clothes, they are very good, very suitable for the summer season, and the woolen clothes are favorable during the winter season. Materials made from cotton are cool in summer because they absorb large amount of sweat. Means the cotton clothes that we used to wear nowadays is very good absorbent of sweat. That's why they feel very cool, very relaxing during this summery hot season. And material made from wool do not allow the body heat to come outside, so that that woolen material protects us from the extreme cold climate. Next one is the spinning, or you can say twisting of fiber increase the cohesion and strength of the yarn. Means by twisting the fibers too many times, it makes the thread, the yarn, very strong, and this twisting gives very good strength to the yarn. Next one is ginning, baling, carding or combing, spinning, and weaving are the processes employed in making of cotton fabric. Means after getting cotton from cotton plant up to making its cloth, there are too many small steps involved, and these small steps are ginning, then baling, then carding, then spinning, and at the end it is weaving. And after weaving, the fabric is made, and according to our need, we used to stitch that cotton fabric. Next is the jute fiber are obtained from the stem of jute plant by the process of retting. It is a very important topic. Just underline these with a highlighter, or you can use your pencil or pen. The jute, the second last roundup, the jute fiber are obtained from the stem. Just do remember this thing, stem of the plant by the process of retting, and this process is called retting of jute. Next, cotton and wool fibers are rough. As I have already told you that mostly the cotton fiber and wool fiber, as they are natural fiber also, they are rough in texture, but the silk, the rayon, polyester are the kind of fibers, they have a very smooth texture. Okay, so these were your roundup exercises. And one more thing is there, that human beings used to wear clothes according, you can say these clothing depends on the various factors, like the climate in which they are living, or the culture they are living in. Like some people always used to wear sari, some people used to wear jeans and shirt, some like the Brahman people used to wear only dhoti kurta, the southern people, the Assamese people, the Bengali region areas people, they used to wear different types of clothes. It totally depends on their culture. The clothing of Indians are totally different from the clothing of African people. Means the place, the culture we are following, it also influence our types of clothing, as well as our occupation, our daily needs. They also used to influence our clothing. Means as you are the students, you used to wear uniform during your school hours. The doctor used to wear its own dress. The policeman used to wear its own uniform. Means the occupation in which we are living in, we will get influenced by that occupation and wear our clothes accordingly. Okay students, so these were the important topics, you can say the roundups of this chapter. Now Your chapter is completed. From next class onwards, we will move ahead with our back exercises, question answers. So just revise all the topics one more time. Okay, so that's it for today's session. Thank you. Be at your home, be safe, and don't go outside of your home. And if anyone is going, either your mother, father, grandparents, if they are going outside of the house, just told them to wear mask and use sanitizer, because it is very important to follow these things. Nowadays, as you know, that this virus is spreading around us, and that is a coronavirus. And now you have to tell me, what is the name of the disease that is spreading nowadays around us due to this coronavirus? Coronavirus is the name of virus. Corona is not a disease. You have to tell me the name of the disease due to this coronavirus.